an incredible result that is happening in the Copa del Rey, and of course, a goalkeeper scored against Atletico in La Liga. How's it going, footballeros? Back again with another video, and today it's the match review for Saturday or Friday again from La Liga, and yes, and it happens going on in the Copa del Rey, where yet again another giant killer just eliminated another Madrid side. Athletic Bilbao just outclassed the third division Ibiza, and Barcelona, a very desperate Barcelona side, just beat Cornea. And of course, in La Liga, a goalkeeper just scored a goal against Atletico Madrid. So with that being said, let's do this. Okay, first up, let's start on with the elephant in the room in the Copa del Rey. Yes, Real Madrid, they're out again as well, and Zinedine Zidane is likely going to get sacked again, and his job will likely to be at risk again, since that Super Copa loss against Athletic Bilbao, and now the blunt of a loss is happening again in the Copa del Rey, where they were eliminated by another giant killer from a third division, that is Alcoyano. Well, we should start on with the basics, I guess. Well, a lot of stuff that is going on both physically and both attacking wise and defensive. Real Madrid are they were groggy in the first half with at both attack and defense. So, well, in the 45th minute, one goal just came in for Real Madrid, where Eder Militao just scored a 45th minute goal with a power header on the right corner, thanks to the assist of Marcelo, to make it 1-0 for Real Madrid. But in the second half, things have snapped for Real Madrid when the third division side Alcoyano just wanted to pull up much more attack against Real. Well, Real were for sure are likely to get by another third division team, and suddenly Alcoyano just scored an 80th minute goal from Jose Solbes, and with the assist of Olivian, where he hits the back post onto the keeper to draw level for 1-1, and we've drawn to overtime or stoppage time for some reason. Why overtime? It's like basketball for some reason. But yeah, Alcoyano were ahead of the game. Real Madrid were defenseless and toothless in attack. And yeah, on the 115th minute, JC Vidal just scored a near post flick, thanks to the assist of Diakite, to seal the deal for Alcoyano as they eliminated Real Madrid from the Copa del Rey. I have to say, Real Madrid were very, very weak from the beginning, and especially the tactics that Zidane have deployed. It's shown a bit of age from the attack and defense from the squad, and it doesn't seem so pretty for Real Madrid, I have to say. And yeah, this spells trouble for Real Madrid, because there are going to be trophyless this season. Maybe in both in terms of La Liga, they're likely to be edged out from their crosstown rivals Atleti. We're gonna talk about Atletico Madrid later on. And yeah, I am pretty sure Zidane is likely to be at risk of losing his job again. And on that other note on Zidane, well, a few hours ago, Zizou just tested positive for COVID-19, and this doesn't look too good for the Madrid camp, and would pretty much miss their talismanic manager, and possibly the Zidane will be out in 14 days, probably just to give his time in self-isolation, maybe in the Madrid room, or maybe at home for at least 14 days in self-isolation. So I don't want to say that is a good news for us Barcelonistas, but I have to say it really is a bit tragic to hear that Zizou just cut with COVID. And yeah, I hope he's doing okay for his health, and I hope it won't affect his job as well. So get well, Zizou. Uh, Hopefully Real Madrid will need you in time being, and maybe Real Madrid will be using their in technical interim manager, their vice manager, I think, to fill his position. Could be a game changer for Real Madrid if they use their interim manager to steady the ship for Los Blancos. And speaking of steadying the ship, Athletic Bilbao, the reigning Super Copa de España champions, have outclassed third division team, which Real Madrid and Atleti didn't manage. And of course, Athletic Bilbao were doing pretty well in both attack and defense. Well, there were some significant changes on the squad. But on the first half, Javi Perez from Ibiza just scored a 12-minute goal from the assist of Ray to make it 1-0. Then a lot of things have been gone from attack-wise and defensive-minded-wise for Bilbao. But on the second half, on the 52nd minute, Raul Garcia just scored a goal thanks to the assist of Iker Muniain to draw a level for Bilbao. And then in the dying embers of the minute, Unai Nunez just scored himself a 90-minute +1 goal to give Bilbao the advantage to go through to the last 16 of the Copa. So Bilbao are doing amazing in this competition, even though after that horrific loss against Barcelona in the league, but they've regained themselves in the Super Copa, and now they're doing well under the management of Marcelinho. And Bilbao they're looking up for some ways under Marcelinho. And Marcelinho, I have to give credit for Marcelinho for building Bilbao as great as it is than what other managers have could have done. Well, Valverde, of course. And Bilbao are pretty much going to end up racking up a few more titles in their belt, but we're not so sure if Bilbao could have enough edge of beating could likely be title contenders in the coming future. Well, maybe, just maybe, under Marcelinho, you'll never know, I guess. And I have to talk about my team, of course, Barcelona. They just beat the team that just destroyed Atletico Madrid, that is Cornea. And I wanted to give out the performance from Barcelona, and they were kind of desperate. They were so desperate when it comes to both attack and defense. Well, both on first and second half, this doesn't look like the same old Barcelona that I watched mostly. I didn't feel enjoyed from the get-go from seeing Barcelona. And Griezmann, he was going to be the penalty taker for this one until Ousmane Dembele just missed the penalty shot, which is completely a fluke to begin with. And the only player that I have to give credit from this performance is Araujo, and of course Pedri, who just outbossed the competition. Of course, Ricky Puig as well, even though he got subbed off by Koeman for I don't know why, for apparent reason. But at least I'm still glad to see Puig play in the first and second half until Koeman just decided to throw the kid out in the substitution bench. So that is not what I really want to see from Koeman on how his relationship with Ricky as of late. Still, the ship hasn't yet set sail from both player and manager respectively. So yeah, and the second half is pretty much shown that Barcelona are so eager to not they were not in a good communicative way as of late from the Lucas from the thick of it. But then again, in the 92nd minute of the game, Ousmane Dembele just scored a power drive goal. Thanks from the assist of Pedri to make it 1-0. Then we drew to extra time, and of course, Martin Braithwaite just scored a 120th plus 1 minute goal where he fires it into the empty net where the keeper couldn't defend. And with the wonderful assist from Pedri as well, which I have to say Pedri is doing well as an assist king, I have to say. And also Araujo, where he made so many uh, important performance of the game, even though he haven't dribbled past anyone from this season. And he's very tough. He's a very tough kid, and he has a lot to develop as a very strong enforcer in our defense. And Araujo, he delivered, and of course Oscar Mingueza, who just made everything possible for Barcelona as well. And Junior Firpo also coming in. He made a decent start in his campaign against Cornea, and of course all the youngsters from Barcelona. I have to give a good shout out from Ilaish Moriba, who just made a debut on the Copa del Rey, which was an amazing start from the little boy. And I would love to expect more things from Moriba in the next coming games for Barca. So the game, it wasn't at least impressive, both possession, attack, and defensive wise, and blah blah blah. And Kuman, I feel like he's just doesn't feel like want to be part, doesn't like he wants to do anything about the players. So that kind of lacked a bit of leadership from my team. So I just hope the match against Elche, sadly Messi won't going to be there, which is stupid, of course, with the red card that he just did in the final. And he'll probably going to miss out in tonight's game against Elche. So I can't put a fault on that one. So I guess fair play for Barcelona, I guess. And then finally we go to the league, where La Liga have made a lot of promises there. Atletico Madrid versus Eibar away from home at the Ipurua. Well, Eibar were likely to going to get their goal from the first half when a certain goalkeeper, Dimitrovic, scored a penalty in the 12th minute. A goalkeeper from Eibar just scored against Jan Oblak, and it was unexpected from us, from the Futbolero camp. And yeah, Eibar just went full circle, but Atletico Madrid went hard in the first half as well, where Luis Suarez, our former Barcelona man, just scored a 40th minute goal thanks to the assist of Marcos Llorente, where he finished across the 6-yard area and buries it at the left post. An amazing goal from Luisito, our former Barcelona man. I'm still disappointed that why Barcelona had to let go of him, but yeah, this is what it is. Great Ernesto Valverde goal. And still, Luis Suarez isn't done, where he then again scores a penalty on his own, beating the man who just scored against Jan Oblak with a penalty on the 89th minute to give Atletico Madrid 3 points. So Atletico Madrid are still looking up in the table from the league, and still Barcelona has a lot of catching up to do, including Real Madrid, and of course Sevilla are looking up in the league as well, as they are in the top 4 position. And there's a lot of more things to come for both Real and Barcelona, and of course Bilbao. The league is still open for challenging Atleti in the first place spot. But still, Barcelona has a lot of fighting to do in the league as well. So there's a lot of things to look up for. And Real Madrid, I hope Real Madrid can at least show a little bit of a confidence again. But then again, they are not in the best position that they're in right now, even though their manager is now currently in isolation as it is. So there's a lot more to come in Spain. I have to make sure of that. So there's a lot more to look forward in La Liga, and of course the Copa del Rey, where Barcelona is going to face Rayo Vallecano in the last 16. So also going to look forward to that one as well. So there you have it. Those are my match review that is happening going on in La Liga and of course Copa del Rey. If you have any thing to say, if you have any thoughts about the matchup, please let me know. And also, give a like on this video, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to notify for all the videos I'll be coming up every single week. And also comment down below what do you think about the matches that is happening in the Copa del Rey and La Liga as well. And of course, what do you think about the Mitrovic's goal? Please let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, I'm gonna talk to you soon for all the videos I'll be uploading very soon. Bye!